Hi, all. First of all, I hope my glasses don't have too much of a glare, but no contacts today, so this is what it is. So today, I thought I'd come on here and talk a little bit about something that I've been dealing with today, which is a little bit of pent up frustration and anger. And what I wanted to say is, I know during this time where we're all inside and taken away from our normal daily routines and having to be around people. Not in my case. I just have one roommate, and she works when I don't work, so we barely cross paths. But sometimes it's enough just to have to sit alone with your thoughts and not be able to run to the store, not be able to run to the coast, not be able to run to the to the country, or just out to do things. And in my case, I found myself getting a little bit frustrated, and I didn't get angry or anything, but sometimes when we're frustrated and angry, we lash out at people that may not even have anything to do with it. Or, and it might not even be about lashing out at people necessarily, but like in my case, for instance, I just totally, because I've been so frustrated about not having answers about why my life is so different and why I'm so different and why my family doesn't talk to me about any of it, or actually nobody does. But I started recovery like almost 6 years ago now, and I still don't have the answers of why my life is so different and why I'm so different and why I don't have the bonds with people and the relationships with people that I had in the past. So it turns out I'm talking to a family member about this today, and I find myself getting frustrated, and I'm saying things to her that, she didn't, I mean, it wasn't super bad, but I was a little bit harsh with her when I shouldn't have been. And so what I just want to say, it's okay for us to be upset and to be angry and even frustrated, but it's not okay for us to take it out on the people we love, or anybody for that matter. So if you're frustrated from being at home, and if you're, if you find yourself being short tempered or whatever, try to find something to do other than act out. Go outside, go for a ride, go for a walk. Pause before you react about something. Like, it's never okay to act out of anger, and because we say things that we can't take back, and we hurt people in a way that that can't be undone, or I don't know, just we are human, and we are going to get angry. We just have to be careful how we manifest that anger, how we let that anger manifest, I should say. So it's best to pause, and these are things I've learned in recovery, and the way that I try to deal with things when I find myself getting frustrated is just to pause and think about, most of the time, I have a part in it. For one thing, either I'm being impatient, I'm expecting something from someone, I'm being selfish, or sometimes it's just simply because I'm not removing myself from a situation, either an unhealthy situation, or a situation where words just need to stop being said at that moment until tempers cool off. But I've learned that 100% of the time, when I'm having an issue with somebody, there's something for me to learn in it. So that's what I try to do. I try to say, okay, what can I learn from this about how to handle this same situation next time, or how to handle it better, or how to grow from it somehow. And there's always something that you can find. There's worst case scenarios where there's people caught in abusive relationships where they're not in the position to leave or whatever. I understand that, but I'm talking about just typical. I'm not talking about abusive relationships. I'm just talking about typical feelings of anger or frustration or anything like that. And I know with everybody being safe at home, not stuck in the house, but safe at home, tempers, I'm sure people get frustrated easier. We're around each other more. I'm not, but I'm just saying I can imagine how people are feeling. And I thought, since I dealt with this a little bit today and ended up having to apologize to somebody for, for letting some of my frustration come out towards her, then I just thought I would speak about this because maybe somebody needs to hear it. I don't know. But anyways, we don't want to take our frustration out on people that we love. We don't want to say things that are going to be hurtful that we can't take back. You can never, ever take back words that you say. And, I've been learning this for a few years now, thank God. And I just thought I would share it here and just say that there's things that you can do if you find yourself getting short. Go for a walk, read your Bible, take a hot bath, fix a meal, do a craft, go for a walk, anything like that. For me, I love to go for drives, listen to praise and worship music, and lower your expectations. Like, that's the main reason why we get upset, is because we have expectations of others that they're either unfair expectations, or any expectation that you have is a setup for letdown. Because when you expect things from other people, people aren't always going to come through. They can't. So I said this to somebody yesterday. It's like, you are the only person that you can rely on 100% of the time. So turn everything inward. How can you help this situation? How can you change this situation? What can you do to make it better? Where does your part of it lie? Your only power is in your reaction to it, whatever it is. And so, yeah, it's not worth losing your temper and sacrificing relationships and who knows what else that we do and say when we're angry. So anyways, keep your cool, people. Keep your cool. Go for a walk if you need to. Don't say things that you're going to regret later. And if you do, apologize. If you lash out at somebody, or if you feel bad about something you've said, or that something you did wasn't fair or wrong, apologize. Say you're sorry. You're going to grow through that, and you're going to mend relationships, keep relationships whole, hopefully. Own up to the things that you do or say wrong. Own up to being sometimes too harsh or too judgmental or too brash or too angry or too whatever. Even to your children, don't be afraid to tell your children that you're sorry if you said something that hurt them unfairly, or if you were over expecting something from them or whatever. Don't be afraid to tell them that you're sorry. You're teaching them to be mindful of others and to be careful of their own actions. Like, you're teaching them compassion. So I don't know. This doesn't seem like the greatest video, but we're not even striving for that. So it's going up. I had a good drive today. I am really, really wanting to travel around. I'm really wanting to get in my car and drive like days away, but now we're here. So we're making the best of it. Love you guys. And every time I have something to say, I'm just going to come on here and do it. People will either watch it or they won't. That part's not up to me. So I love you all, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.